It was midnight. Rajat and Meena were driving through the forest, their car slicing through the thick darkness with its headlights. Neither of them spoke. Meena knew they had taken a wrong turn somewhere. They were lost. She glared at Rajat, but he was too busy scanning the road, looking for any sign of life. This was all Rajat's fault. Meena could feel the anger bubbling inside her. They were at a friend's wedding. They could have stayed back. Hotel rooms had been arranged for the guests, and she had insisted they take one. But no, Rajat wanted to drive. It will be an adventure, he said, grinning. She both loved and hated that about him, that reckless confidence, that need to push forward no matter what. Sometimes it was thrilling. Tonight, she wanted to strangle him for it. They could have been in a warm hotel room right now, sipping drinks, talking, maybe even laughing about something silly. Instead, here they were, lost in the middle of nowhere, the forest pressing in around them, the road stretching on endlessly into the dark. Meena stared at the Google Maps. It had stopped navigating a while ago. Meena refreshed the feed, shut the app, and restarted it. Nothing. Just the same blank green screen showing nothing but dense forest. Not that they needed a map to tell them that, it was all around them. No hotels, no house, nothing, Meena said, her voice barely holding steady. We keep driving, Rajat muttered. For how long? As long as it takes. He sounded irritated now. Meena shot him a look, then nodded slowly. I told you we took a wrong turn. But no, you never listen. Rajat exhaled sharply. I just missed a lift, Meena. A lift. It happens. We'll find another way soon. Yeah, right. Soon. Meena let out a dry laugh. Been driving an hour. Haven't seen a soul. Rajat gripped the wheel tighter. What do you want me to do, Meena? Meena turned to the window, her jaw clenched. The trees blurred past, their twisted branches reaching out like skeletal fingers. She wasn't in the mood for another pointless argument. She exhaled sharply, fogging up the glass. The road had been empty for miles, swallowed by the forest, when the headlights caught something ahead. A milestone. Faded, cracked, barely standing. But that wasn't what made Meena's breath itch. It was the name. She squinted at it as they drove past. It said Ratanpur, 2 kilometers. Her stomach clenched. That wasn't right. Ratanpur was behind them. They had passed it nearly an hour ago. Rajat stopped the car. He barely glanced at her. What? Now? She twisted in her seat, looking back. The milestone stood stiff and unmoving, half lost in the darkness. But the name on it, she was sure, it was the same town. We are going in circles, she said. Rajat let out a dry laugh. Oh, come on, that's impossible. But as they drove on, another milestone emerged from the dark. Ratanpur, 2 kilometers. Meena's fingers dug into the seat. Same crack on the stone, same chipped paint, same everything. Rajat, stop the car! This time something in a voice made him listen. The tires screeched as he hit the brakes. The forest pressed in around them, its silence now deafening. Then, a knock. Soft, rhythmic, coming from the window. Meena's blood ran cold. Slowly her eyes moved to the side mirror. There was nothing there. Another knock. This time from Rajat's side. And then from the trunk. like something or someone was surrounding the car. Rajat! Meena screamed. The sound was growing louder, swallowing the air around her. It wasn't just a sound, it was a presence. Something pressing in, wrapping around her like cold hands. Rajat! She yelled again, her voice cracking. As if snapping out of a trance, Rajat slammed his foot on the accelerator. The car lurched forward, tires screeching against the road, the engine growling like an animal desperate to escape. Meena's breath came in short gasps. What the hell was that? Rajat's grip tightened on the wheel. He was shaken. She could see it in the way his fingers trembled. But then, as always, his rational side took over. Must be the wind. His voice was flat, almost unconvincing. Nina's hands clenched into fists. That's not how the wind sounds, Rajat. We are in a forest, Meena. There are all kinds of sounds here. She swallowed hard, forcing herself to nod. Let's just get out of here. That's the plan. Nina's head snapped towards him. Oh, don't you dare talk about your plans. It's because of your genius idea that we are stuck here in the first place. Rajat exhaled sharply, his patience fraying. It's not my fault that you are scared of a little wind. Mina's lips parted. She was about to snap back when the car jolted. The sound echoed through the empty road. Shit! Rajat eased the car to a stop. Flat tire. Meena threw her head back. Great. Just great. She turned to him. You have a stepney, right? Silence. Right? She asked again. Nothing. Meena groaned. For fuck's sake, Rajat. We are in the middle of nowhere, stranded, and you don't even have a stepney. Rajat rubbed his face. Let's take a walk. Meena stared at him. A walk? At midnight? In the forest? What are we, werewolves? Rajat looked at her, exasperated. Do you have a better idea? She turned to the trees, their towering forms stretching into the sky like shadowy sentinels, branches twisting like gnarled fingers. The night felt alive. Meena took a deep breath and pushed the door open. Rajat was already out of the car, flashlight in his hand. Let's go that way, he said, nodding towards the trees. His footsteps crunched against the gravel. The sound unnervingly loud in the heavy silence. Meena hesitated, then followed. The forest closed in around them, thick and suffocating. No stars, no wind, just the weight of the night pressing down on them. Somewhere in the distance, water murmured. They moved towards it, Rajat's flashlight cutting through the dark. The beam flickered over twisted roots and shifting shadows, making everything seem alive. Then, light. Meena sucked in a breath. Do you see that? She whispered. The glow flickered through the trees, soft and golden, like lanterns swaying in invisible hands. They followed, their footsteps hushed against the damp earth. The deeper they went, the stronger the glow became, and then the trees parted. A resort stood before them. Its grand facade gleamed under the moonlight. Too pristine, too perfect. Ivy clung to its walls, but there was no sign of ruin. A strange scent hung in the air, jasmine, thick and sweet, but with something else beneath it, something sour, something wrong. Nina's breath hitched. This can't be real. But Rajat barely heard her. Relief swept over him, drowning out every creeping doubt. It's just a secluded place. he said, stepping forward. Let's check in. The receptionist smiled. It was a practiced smile, one that never wavered. But his eyes, cold, unblinking, felt like they were looking through them, not at them. Our car broke down, Rajat started. Everything will be taken care of, the man cut in smoothly. His voice was low, almost hypnotic. The room rent, unbelievably cheap. Meena felt a prickle of unease, but exhaustion weighed her down more than suspicion. She let it go. They checked in. The man gestured towards their bags. Self-service, the smile stayed, stretched too perfectly across his face. The room was beautiful, ornate, luxurious, yet strangely lifeless. A massive window overlooked the river, its surface gleaming black under the moonlight, still and silent. Mina's gaze landed on a sign by the wall. The water remains. A chill crept down her spine. She didn't know why. After freshening up, they decided to sit on the lawn. The air was cool, unnaturally quiet. Even the trees didn't rustle. The river remained eerily still, like polished obsidian. Then the water rippled. Something moved beneath the surface. Rajat squinted. Looks like someone swimming. He stood, stepping closer to the edge. Meena's chest tightened. Rajat, don't! Before she could finish, a hand, pale, skeletal, shot up from the river and latched onto his ankle. Rajat screamed, help me! His voice was raw, terrified. Meena lunged, gripping his arm, pulling with everything she had. But the force on the other side was stronger, relentless. More hands burst from the water, bony fingers clawing at Rajat's legs. His screams turned into something guttural, something not human. And then, one final yank. He was gone. Meena collapsed, gasping, staring at the rippling water. Within seconds, it smoothed out, calm, undisturbed, like nothing had happened. Then she saw them. Figures rising from the river, pale, dripping, their eyes black voids, their smiles too wide, too hungry. Meena's breath hitched. Then she ran. She crashed into the reception area, heart pounding. There's something in the water, she screamed. They took my husband. The receptionist stood exactly where he had been. That same unsettling smile on his lips. Yes, he said softly. And they need you too. Meena's blood ran cold. What the hell are you talking about? They are the drowned, he murmured. The river's dead. Always hungry, always waiting. Her breaths came in short gasps. Who are you? The man tilted his head, his smile stretching, growing, until it was something inhuman. I am the receptionist. He stepped out from behind the counter. Meena stumbled backward, shaking. Then the lobby doors rattled. She turned. Through the glass she saw them. The figures from the river. Their greens pressed against the door. Their dead eyes glinting with something dark. The door creaked open. Meena bolted. She slammed her room door shut, hands shaking as she grabbed her phone. No signal. Then movement. A shadow passed outside the sliding glass door. Then another. Her eyes darted to the mirror. Behind her, they stood, the drowned, smiling, watching, teeth like knives. The glass door rattled. Then slowly it slid open. They poured in, bodies wet, rotting, wrong. Mina turned to run, but the receptionist was there, waiting. His grip was ice as he shoved her onto the sofa. She screamed, but the walls swallowed the sound. Days later, two new travelers arrived at the resort. The receptionist was waiting. That same smile, that same cold, empty gaze. Welcome, he said.